Hey everyone, I'm Pastor Philip Moïse, and this is my beautiful, lovely wife.
Pastor Anjoli Moïse.
And we want to welcome you to Behind Closed Doors with Moïse.
We are back. We have been on, I can't even call it a hiatus, y'all. We were just went MIA with work, school, raising our daughter, Philip relaxing, me being consumed. Oh, I thought you made a face. We're back though. We've been gone for a minute. Now we're back at the jump off. Jesus is in the place to make sure we stay on top of this and stay connected. We know that God has called us to do this and we want to be consistent. So consistency is a big deal and we are about this life. So we're here. We're back and we're super excited to be here. For those who don't know what BCD is, it is a video series where we just show moments on our marriage and how God is just helping us walk through it. We share the good, the bad, the ugly, and just God's transformation, And yeah, we're excited. I'm excited to be back.
Yeah, and we're just going to get into our love story.
Sort of.
Question mark.
It's a funny story.
Yeah.
So we're going to start with first impressions.
Yeah. So either your first what's your first memory or first impression of me?
So meeting Philip, I just remember that I was at church because we met at church. He's with his four brothers and these four
brothers. I'm the fourth.
Oh yeah. Sorry y'all. I must have seen another man. Jesus.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They were men of God. So anyways, I remember seeing them. They were very distinct. They were late to church. Two, because me and my crew, it was a cool Sunday morning. We're doing our thing, worshiping the Lord, like, hey, Jesus. And then these four young men walk in with their parents and they're tall. Like they're noticeable. And I feel like every mother was looking at them like, that's my son's wife, husband or wife, sorry. My daughter's husband, whatever the case is. That was not my thought. I was like, oh, these four guys, interesting. Move forward, worship the Lord. Yeah. That was my first impression. They were quiet.
Yeah, I'm sure she was like, oh, that man.
No. I'm sorry, being honest.
All right. My first impression, I don't remember the first time I saw her or anything. I just remember this memory from, we were at Standard Bearer Ministries Wednesday night Bible study, 7 p.m. every Wednesday night. And my brother Daniel and I were standing at the bottom of the stairs. It was at the end of the Bible study, and we were on either side of the steps. And then we're just standing there probably just talking to each other a little bit. And then Anjali just comes down the stairs and decides to use both of our shoulders to hop off. And then just turns around and says, hey guys.
I'm so cool.
And yeah, and I was just like, who does that? It's just weird.
I feel like you have a face that my brother would have, like, why? And I was just like, I was excited, hey, it was my house. Like, what's up, y'all? Welcome to the clique.
Barely even knew each other and you're hopping off my shoulder.
Hopping off people's shoulders.
Yeah. You got it.
You weren't like, oh my goodness, she fine. No. She fine.
It's like, what is this woman doing? What is this? But things keep going. Things progress. This is just our first impressions.
Yeah. So what happened next?
So Anjali gets my number because she wanted it.
Yes, I did. Me and a friend, we were like, oh, let's get their numbers. Blah, blah, blah.
That was because of the
I was sending out scriptures.
Yeah.
I used to send out scriptures every morning and annoy some people because they would tell me, like, stop, take me off your list. And I wanted to add you to that list.
Yeah.
To encourage you. I wanted to encourage him.
Yeah.
He doesn't think I wanted to encourage him.
Yeah, no, you did. You sent it to everyone.
Yes, I did.
Specifically me, but, set me apart. Anyway, so from there, we're just talking, friends. Mm-hmm. After service, we would talk. I'll just go to her, talk, whatever. Yeah. And then Anjali went to college in Manhattan. I was in Brooklyn, but I was close to Manhattan by the Brooklyn Bridge. And
we were on the praise and worship team together.
Yeah.
And we used to meet up. I was like, hey, let's meet up. Because I would stay on the avenue or whatever for a while and wait for him to come. And we'd take the N4. We just actually passed there when we were in New York City recently. I was like, oh my goodness, babe, we used to take this bus together.
Took the N4 to South Central. for praise and worship
And go to
practice.
praise and worship practice. And yeah, we continue to be friends. My my parents knew Philip was my husband. It's an idea I refuted my entire, well, I can't say my entire life. I'm married now. But for a while, I was like, no, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. But we were good friends.
Yeah. But yeah, skipping a little, you know.
What are you saying?
You're skipping over the part that
What?
where you came to me and told me that you liked me.
Oh, yeah.
See, she came to me and told me I was on security.
I was
that
under
day.
pressure. Now
Not
he's
under
security.
pressure.
Now he's
I
security
was.
all day. Yes, you were security. My dad had you on the security team.
Yeah, I was standing there, and then Anjali comes up to me after service and says, "No eye contact whatsoever," and starts telling me about we've been talking, we've been doing this, doing that, looking all over the room.
I was not looking all over the room, was I?
Everywhere except for my eyes. And then you said, "Yeah, because I like you," and then you just said, and then you just walked off before I got to say anything.
Guys, I was so nervous. I didn't know what I was doing. I never directly told a guy I liked him before. And then I was telling Philip I liked him, and we were so like opposite.
Yeah.
But
you knew.
Yeah, he was really sweet though. He was so sweet to me.
Yeah, but afterwards, I texted her back later in that day saying that I liked her too, and
He
then we
wanted a kid.
And then we were just texting, talking. We would talk every day. Uvu, for those who remember. Uvu.
We video chat all the time after school.
Yeah.
And it was late.
Yeah, texting and
Your mom used to tell you get off, Uvu. No?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She'd be like, what are you talking to?
Late.
It's getting late to your schoolwork. And I'd be like, hey, oh my goodness, I don't want your mom to think I'm a bad influence.
Yeah, you would say that. I remember. Yeah. But yeah, we would chat. And then we wouldn't. One thing I would say that would happen was you would never want to hang out in groups. Or no, individually, just me and you. It would always have to be a group.
Yeah. See, I was being a good Christian woman.
Yeah. And then we always had, we had a common friend who would just be like our mediator who we could go to. Yeah, Sheila. She would
hold it down and call me crazy every time I would be obnoxious or be like, Philip, no.
Yeah, but despite that, obnoxious and whatever feeling you're feeling, a year later, she said, let's just be friends.
Friend zone.
Yeah.
I broke his heart, guys.
It was sad. I remember the moments. I was in college, just sitting. I was with my friends. I actually do remember. I was sitting with my friends in the cafeteria eating lunch. And then she texted me. I'm looking at my phone under the table. And I was like, oh, dang. And I looked out the window and you could see the cherry blossom petals just flowing. But I had to move on, you know?
It was spring, huh? Everything was blooming. Except for
love. Except for love.
Oh my gosh. But no, so then why did I say friend zone? Because I just felt like we were so different. Like I was so boisterous and he was so sweet and quiet and reserved and just untainted by the world. And I was tainted or skewed in whatever perception I had of what I thought I wanted.
Yeah. But things continued to progress because I would still come over her house because me and her mom were ministry. I worked with ministry with her, so I would whether it would be going out evangelizing or I would help with IT stuff. So I would go over to the house and Anjali would sometimes be there, sometimes not. Whenever she would always come down the stairs, ignore me, and just keep walking.
Oh yeah, I was like, "Hi Philip, bye Philip," and my mom be like, "This fool," and I'd be like, "I don't care."
And to be honest, I did have in the back of my mind every time I'd go, I say, I wonder if Anjali's going to be there. But priority is the ministry.
I felt like he was always there for me, y'all. I was like, oh my gosh, Philip's here.
I was there for ministry.
Okay, he was there for ministry. I do not have a lying man. So I want to respect what you're saying right now, but your face is making me not want to. But yeah, you would come by and then where we are, guys, we're 6 years in, so I'm trying to keep up with the story. And then what happened? We would be friends. And I would ignore you. I would hit you up here and there, but never.
Every once in a while, she would text and say, how's everything going? And then I would say, after she said her part, I'd say, so how are things going for you? And she just wouldn't respond.
Ghosted him.
Yeah, in a sense.
Just that word wasn't out yet. I didn't use you. I just always was like, let me check in on Philip because he was such a good
Yeah.
A good guy.
So then it comes to the moment that I'm graduating from college and then I'm moving to Rochester. Or even before I moved to Rochester, I had 2 job opportunities, either staying in work my job in Manhattan or moving to Rochester with Xerox. So I texted Anjali saying, hey, I have these 2 job opportunities. In my mind, I was like, okay, I'm going to see what she thinks. She wants to see what she's going to say. And she responded right away with,
Go to Rochester. Go live your best life.
Yeah.
Go marry a white woman. Yeah. I said that. I didn't know Rochester. Come up here, Rochester's majority black. But I just was like, go live your life. I was like, okay, this is what's going to happen. Philip's going to move. He's going to go to Rochester. I'm going to meet my husband out here. He's going to meet his wife out there. And then we're going to be great friends and connect and all this stuff.
So moving day at the U-Haul, Anjali comes over and gets me a whole bunch of stuff. For my new apartment and everything. So the only person clearly that got me so much stuff.
I should have known.
Yeah. Should have. But then I moved. So I'm gone Rochester. And the year that I'm at Rochester, the first year, we're still talking once in a while. Because to me, Anjali's still, despite everything, she's I would say my closest friend.
Yeah.
The one that I know I could talk to. And vice versa. Anjali would hit me up 3 a.m. in the morning and I'd be like, what? And I'd still answer.
This was not a you up text looking for any sexual interaction. I just have to be clear. Yeah. It was in Rochester.
She just wanted advice. At 3 a.m. in the morning, it's like, what? You could have just,
hey,
you could have just talked to me later in the day. Like,
I was up, y'all, so that's when I called. I just want to make that clear.
Yeah. So now we're in 2015.
You're so good with the years.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I should have been giving some years.
Yeah, we've been talking timeline, but it's all right. Y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all good.
Yeah. Now we're in 2015 and Anjali gets
an epiphany. No, I got to a point where, so Philip's in Rochester. I'm still out in New York City doing school. Am I doing my bachelor's now or something?
Yeah.
And I said to the Lord, all right, Lord, I'm done. I'm tired of dating guys that are not for me and hiding who I am in Christ, because it kills me inside when I can't be my authentic self and loving you and dating someone. So I was like, all right, Lord, I'm done. I'm not talking to anyone. I'm not seeing anyone. It's just me and you. I want my husband. I'm ready. So it was years, I think it was a year I was in this process. I was just dolo, just doing my thing. And I was waiting for my husband. I was like, is it the bus driver, Lord? Is it the blah, 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 Lord? Y'all, I was vigilant. I wasn't missing him. And he wasn't showing up either. And I remember one day, this was the day of Camelia's housewarming. Camelia had just got her new place. And I said to Lord, Lord, and I can see it right now. I was standing for him. I was like, Philip, finish getting dressed, make fun, blah, blah, blah. Like, Lord, it's my husband, Philip. And y'all, I never heard the audible voice of the Lord in my life. I heard yes. And I was like, and I just stood there and I was like, okay. So that day, I think I texted him and I said, hey, Philip, how's it going? And he responded back.
Yeah. Main thing is just normal check-in. And knowing the history, I know she's just doing a check-in, nothing else. I'm just going to drop it. So respond, done.
And I was still texting, and I think I texted you not late at night, but one more text, and you never responded. And I was like, I woke up in the morning like, why he didn't respond to my text. And Philip is the only guy I've done this with. I've never been so confident or bold to be like, I don't care about the texting rules and all that nonsense of the game. So I wrote him back and I was like, you didn't get my text?
And I was like, oh, okay. Did not expect that. This must be real.
So after that text, he continually texted me back and I kept texting him. And I think at the end of September, I don't know if the housewarming was in August, but at the end of September, I remember sitting in my red car and Darla, that's what I called my Ultima, Darla. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna call him. Did I call you or I text you?
You remember this? I don't remember this.
I called him and I was like, all right, hey, I was like, this is time. I'm gonna tell him I like him. I want to get to know him, blah, blah, blah. So I'm on the phone like, hi, Philip. I just want to let you know, you can say no at any time. You have every God-given right. Because y'all, I was still like, hey, Lord, if he say no, then another man can be my husband. And I said, I just want to let you know I like you. Before I was playing games and I was trying to change you or do whatever, kind of construct you into what I thought you should be. But I said, I just want to get to know you now. I just want to take it slow. I didn't tell him, did I tell you? I don't think I told you that. God told me yes, but I was just like, I just want to take it slow and get to know you, but I want to let you know this. I said, let me know what you think. And he was like, yeah, I like you too. Let's do this. Now like, oh snap, it's real.
And now things are in motion because after that, October 11th was the day of the conference. Yeah. And then we already planned ahead of time that we're going to have dinner afterwards. After the conference.
He had come down to New York City.
Because I think it was a women's conference that I was playing guitar for that. Mm-hmm. And then afterwards, we went out to eat Sahi's. And then I asked you to be my girlfriend. You said yes. And then I gave her a necklace. And I had the matching necklace.
It was romantic, y'all.
Yeah. That was tough for me. I was nervous. I remember I kept looking at the time like, okay, it's 9:00 now. When do I do this?
You were being weird.
Yeah. But yeah, and then that's October 11th. And then we continue on to, what is it, November?
November 26th. You know better than me.
It was right after, like a day or two after Thanksgiving. I go with Anjoli's mom to look for a ring. We get a ring. Anjoli's mom tells me, you're doing this tonight. I'm like, that really wasn't my plan. And she said, you're doing this tonight. So it happened that night.
Why are you so forceful? Wait, prior to that though, y'all, Philip and I was out to eat with my mom. Oh my goodness. I was so embarrassed. I was out to eat with my mom and oh my gosh, Mom, I know this is it. I think I know Philip knows this is. We're dating for marriage, nothing else. So my mom's like, let's start looking at places. So we're at my favorite restaurant in New York City. We're looking at places, blah, blah, blah. And I'm sending my mom places back and forth. So I send my mom a place and I'm like, Mom, did you get that? And she's like, no. I go back to my iMessage and I look and I've sent Philip a location. Me and this man have not talked about marriage. Well, we talked about marriage, but we have not talked about anything in the works. So I'm like, Mom, I sent Philip the place. So I'm screaming, I'm panicking. I'm like, oh my gosh, what did I just do? And then I get a text back from Philip and he goes, that's nice. I like it. And then
to me, seeing it like this fancy golf course, I was like, oh, she sent me this.
You know how bougie.
Okay, this is nice.
So then after that, we started looking at wedding venues.
Yeah. So that night of 2 days after Thanksgiving, proposed. She said, yes.
Oh my gosh. I had to, I faked a little because I knew.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
I was upstairs. You and Mom disappeared for about 30 minutes. I was like, yo, it's going down today. Yeah, oh my gosh. I wanted it a little different. I wanted it a little different, but they did it this way. I'm happy, y'all. Yeah. I'm happy.
Oh yeah, there was. Anjoli was there, Anjoli's mom was there, Anjoli's dad was there. My parents were over.
Yeah.
And Anjoli's brother was there.
Yeah. Who else was there?
A couple of...
Was Camellia there? Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
But yeah, so then we did the proposal. She said yes, and then...
I can't believe you just told them I was...
8 months later is our wedding day, and then we get married.
Yeah.
Anjoli wanted to elope.
But yeah, I did want to elope because we were dating online. Like,
oh yeah,
our whole relationship was long distance. Luckily, thank God, y'all, because listen, the flesh is weak. I don't know how people engage, it's hard. You want to stay righteous, but you want to have sex too. And I wanted to elope. Like, you okay? Yeah. I wanted to elope. You're right.
Yeah.
Because I was like, yo, let's stop playing. We can get married and then get married again. And Philip was like, no.
Let's just do it the right way.
Shut up. There is no right way. Getting married is getting married. So people who just want to get married, get married.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we did online. Yeah. So we really got to know each other in that period.
Google Hangouts the entire time.
Yeah, Google Hangouts. I appreciated that process because we did a ton of, like I told you, we did a ton of books, like 101 questions before you get engaged. All these different things that we really just talked and got to know each other on a deeper level. Of course, when we started to live with each other, that was different. Still, there was still some adjusting and learning.
Yeah. After marriage, it was, now it's like the after.
Yeah.
So now we're married, and then Anjoli's up in Rochester for a whole month. And then back to New York City.
Back to New York, because I had to finish up school. I was still finishing up my bachelor's degree.
Yeah, so 6 more months of
Yeah.
Long distance. Now it's long distance married.
Yeah, I couldn't wait to move home. I was over New York. And I love New York, but I was over not being near you. And yeah, I shouldn't have said that. Oh my gosh. No, but I did. I wanted to be upstate. I was happy to move upstate. I was comfortable. I love change. But yeah,
That's our story.
I think so, and it's still going. But I one of the things that I love about it, and I thank God for being merciful with me, because y'all, I was acting foolish. My mom and dad were praying. Clearly, people were praying. 'Cause I almost missed. I would have missed you, babe.
That reminded me of the journal.
Oh yeah.
So when I moved to Rochester, this is 2014 that I moved to Rochester. Anjali gave me a bunch of stuff, and one of those things was a journal. And on the first page, she wrote a whole letter saying, I'm excited for you to leave. You're going to live your best life. You're going to do great things on your own, and you're just going to grow. And I hope you get everything you wanted. And on the next page, and I'm just surprised I wrote this myself, but I think this is like a day or two later, because she wrote the date, and then I wrote my entry like a day or two later saying, I just have one more thing left to get. Ooh. And here I am with it.
He definitely wrote it. The journal's in the closet, I kid you not. And it was like, just one more thing.
Yeah.
And it was me. Yeah. I think that's the romantic part. That's our love story. That part right there. Everything else was like Anjali, like, Philip, like, I love you though. You did love me. Oh my goodness. But yeah.
That's our story, and I would say I wouldn't change anything about it, because
I wouldn't either. I wouldn't. Yeah.
From that.
I feel like we really got to know each other. And if there's anything we can encourage people to do is get to know the person. We asked some really deep questions about our past, about our future, about our present. Our walks with God was really something big, a part of that too. And yeah, don't miss the love of your life or who God has for you because you have unrealistic expectations of love or what it's supposed to look like or feel like. Because I wouldn't trade what I have with Philip for the world. Like, I kid you not. I kid you not. Like, as we're not even that opposite. We're so similar. I'm just loud. You know, but
but we were just talking about it the other day. Just we're different in personalities, but equal in values.
Our values line up so well, and the way he loves me is so awesome and authentic. And I'm like, Lord, thank you.
Yeah. I'm grateful too.
Yeah. So share your stories with us. Let us know how you and your spouse or your fiance met. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, first impressions,
first
memory.
That would be dope. First impressions. Yeah. That's a good one. That's what we want to know. And be sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. We are there. Tap into our other videos. And I promise you, y'all, we're going to be consistent. Yeah, we'll be here. We're sharing what God's put on our hearts and telling us to share. And we hope this episode blessed you.
All right. Until next time.
See ya.